So a very beautiful gospel this weekend as we continue to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. And I just find it intriguing, this whole story of Peter here. You know, Jesus has just been killed, knocked off. And so in his grief and his discouragement and his deflated hope, Peter says, to the heck with this. I'm just going to go back fishing. And so what he did was he regressed. He regressed back to his old life. And so he just kind of throws 3 years of following Jesus out the window, just like that. And his disciples followed him. You know, how easy it is for us to regress, isn't it? Maybe we've decided to make some changes in our life, and when we get discouraged, we kind of just fall back or backslide and regress. I just get a simple example is, you know, I need to learn to be more patient, right? And I find myself impatient with people. The next thing we know is we jump in the car and the first person to tick us off driving, we lay on the horn, lay on the horn and we offer some hand gestures and say a few things that they can't hear, but wow, if they could. And then we feel bad. It's like, oh my, I did it again. We're discouraged with ourselves and say, I'm a failure again, and what's the use? And we stop trying and go back to our old ways. You know, I have to say that I've had many traffic tickets in my life, right? Many violations since I began driving 32 years ago. And terrible. I admit it, it's terrible. You'd think that I would have learned, but no. I just say, okay, no more speeding, Galen, no more speeding. And 2 weeks later, I jump in my car, and what am I doing? I'm speeding again. What did it take for me to get my act together? Well, I had enough demerit points that I had to go for a training day, right? And there I am, priest with a bunch of other folks there that are there for the same reason as me, but how humiliating. It's just a regression. Okay, it's like, when am I going to get my act together here? By the way, I've cleaned it up, so just so you know. But I was trying to think of an example, again, of backsliding and regression that would help make my point. And the one thing that popped into my brain was potty training. Potty training. And I said to myself, I'm going to talk about potty training. They're going to go home and that's the only thing that they're going to remember from my homily. Potty training. But I'm going to risk it. So why does a child regress in potty training? Well, there could be simple embarrassment of an unforeseen mishap in the night or even during the day, an accident. There could be stress. Maybe there's a new sibling, a family moving or a new babysitter, maybe a death in the family. Distractions. Kids get busy. They forget. Lack of motivation. No motivation to do it, to be potty trained. But as parents, it's the goal, it's our goal, hopefully, to, as best as our abilities, to not condemn them, right? If it happens, to not get angry or dismiss them or overreact or abandon them, but rather we comfort, we encourage, to try again. Sometimes there's even a reward or an incentive given, right? I don't know, M&Ms or whatever it might be. But to be patient and stick with the plan. Be patient and stick with the plan. And you know what? It's uncanny, but this is what Jesus is doing with his disciples. And how he treats their discouragement when they regressed, if you will, and had a little mishap, right, in their training as disciples. But what do we hear today? He's waiting for them on the beach. He's waiting for them. And it basically says that I see your discouragement, and I know that you've gone out fishing. You've kind of forgotten about me, and you've caught nothing. You've caught nothing. But cast your net to the other side. And after telling them to do so, obviously they caught a record number of fish. So what I'm saying here is Jesus does not condemn, much like we wouldn't condemn a child. He doesn't embarrass. He doesn't get angry. He doesn't overreact. He doesn't abandon them. He doesn't say, you fools, what were you thinking? You know, you're so dumb. He doesn't go there. He doesn't say, how could you just give up on me so quickly? Rather, he encourages, try again. He's patient. He rewards them. What a reward. Charcoal grilled fish. Doesn't that sound great? I barbecue on charcoal all the time, so I appreciate Jesus' charcoal grilled fish. And so he basically says, stick to the plan. I gave you a plan. Keep going. I'm with you always. Yeah, you're going to have some mishaps. And you're going to regress. But trust me. Return to me. I'm the God of second chances. I'm the God of second chances. And I'm going to offer you plenty of them. You know, for us, what does this mean? And maybe it's in the grief of losing someone close to us. Maybe it's the scandals in the church. I don't know. My personal illnesses, my health, my financial hardships, marital issues, intense job stress. School is really hard. My friends have disowned me. I don't know, whatever it is that we're discouraged about, whatever's causing our loss of hope, Jesus is on the shore. Jesus is on the shore. And he's waiting for us. He's even calling out to us, hey, I'm here. And either we turn to him, or sometimes in our discouragement, we can just simply regress and backslide, or if you want to call it that, and try to fill our nets with our own man-made, self-created solutions. I'm full of them. Oh, there's an alternate way to figure something out and make my life easier. I'll figure it out. And you know, we can fill the net with all kinds of things. We can avoid, we can retaliate, we can give up on God. Why'd you do that? Why'd you allow that to happen? I'm out. You know, there could be addictions to alcohol, to acting out sexually, to gambling, to gaming, lost in the internet, engrossed in my work. I'm just going to throw myself into my work. There's all kinds of things we're going to fill our nets with. But the Lord says, no, like, I'm here. I'm on the shore. I'm on the shore. I'm even gonna grill the fish for you. I'm gonna feed you the Eucharist. So much grace. And so in our discouragement and regression, again, the Lord is waiting for us. And I just end with this, the Master's words. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Apart from me, you can do nothing.